Today we're making homemade cream of mushroom soup instead of buying it from the store. We'll start off with a half a stick of butter. I have some leftover sliced shiitake mushrooms that's dehydrated. I use these in a pinch. I get them from Restaurant Depot. All you have to do is rehydrate those with either stock, water, or any liquid, basically. So what I'm going to end up doing is putting these in my Ninja. As you can see here, I'm just going to grind those up until they're little small flakes like you'd see in a cream of mushroom soup. Right there, I just added some roasted garlic confit. That's optional, of course. You can just add garlic if you have it. I already had this made, so that's why I'm using it. And we're going to make sure we cook that down a little bit until we get our mushrooms done and start rehydrating those. So as you can see, we have our mushrooms there after we've ninja'd those. Nice little powder in chunks the way we want them for our cream of mushroom soup. So for the video purpose, I tried to add some stock to these and rehydrate those. It was pretty much too big for that bowl or the ramekin that I had, and it kind of ended up making a mess just trying to make it worthy of video. And you're going to see that right here. I'm going to add a little bit of stock, but it's just too much and too powdery for the video. Should have made a bigger bowl and whisk it up, but I didn't. These aren't going to take long to rehydrate, so not a big deal. You can use regular mushrooms, just chop them up or put them in the food processor, pulse them up, and then add those to your butter and cook them down. The same exact principle as what I'm doing now. I'm just using these dehydrated ones that I have left over. As you can tell, I'm trying to mix these up in the stock, where those will rehydrate while I'm doing other things on the stove. So at this point, our confit and our butter is cooked down. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour to get our roux going. This will act as our thickening agent for our cream of mushroom soup. Just make sure that you cook the flour down. We want a blonde roux, so we don't want it dark. So you're basically just cooking the flour out of this. Everything will be incorporated, and once it turns a little darker shade, you're good to go on your blonde roux, and then you can proceed forward from there. So now we're going to take a little bit of sweet vermouth. You can also use white wine if you choose, just to deglaze the pan. Get that incorporated, and you can see that immediately start to thicken up. We want that a little bit of sweetness in this, and then once that starts to thicken up, we're going to add our homemade chicken stock to this. There's another video in our portfolio on how to make homemade chicken stock. Make sure you go check that out. These mushrooms didn't really get rehydrated the way that I normally would do them, but they're so pulsed up that it doesn't really matter. As we cook this down, they'll rehydrate and cook down. They'll be just fine. Once we've got this on the stove and mixed up, we're going to add another 16 ounces of homemade chicken stock. Incorporate that, and then bring this up to a simmer. So while we're waiting to bring this up to a simmer, this is optional, but I think it actually adds a lot to a cream of mushroom soup, is a little bit of low sodium soy sauce. You may not think so, but it's actually kind of a secret weapon to this. So once we've got it simmered, we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream to this. You got to have cream, right? Cream of mushroom soup. So we're going to add that last. And keep bringing it down. Keep simmering this. Low heat. We're going to add a little bit of seasoning to this. So we're going to use our Compass Point Blend GPS. Garlic, pepper, salt. So add a little bit of flavor to this. Not much. Just enough. And then we'll incorporate that. And you're done. Basically, just let it simmer on the stove for another 20 minutes. And you're good to go. Fast forward 20 minutes, and here we go. Is cream of mushroom soup. Beautiful, velvety, Very, very flavorful and amazing in all your Thanksgiving and Christmas dishes. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and click that bell.